What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KingSupreme. Back in the video, we got Magic Johnson, Larry Bird reminisce about their rivalry in college and the NBA. Now, if you're new here, welcome to the channel, homies. Just be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you want to see more bangers from your boy. You feel me? Because the grind never stops. But hey, we got some more Larry Bird and Magic Johnson videos, bro. These are so cool to watch, bro. Watching how, you know, they went from rivals to friends and just. But some of these videos I've been watching, bro, it's been so wholesome, bro. You feel me? So wholesome, and I just want to get to more and more of them. So I saw this one suggested in the comments. I was like, hey, I gotta get to this. So it's gonna be so cool, really seeing just them two right here, just talking it out with each other, and like it says, reminiscing about the rivalry and stuff, and how everything went about, and how just in general about their whole stuff. But hey, very excited to watch this one. Let me know any other video suggestions you want to get to. But yeah, y'all been really blessing me with so many cool videos, so many cool video ideas, and I just really appreciate it. So we're gonna see how this one is. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Let me know in the comments of the videos I should get to. Thank y'all for the support. Love every single one of y'all. Leggy straight into it. You understand what I'm saying?
You talk about us meeting 30 years ago, and now we played in front of probably 15, 16,000. Now the Final Four, 72,000 people saw the game.
That's crazy.
It's really incredible.
Well, I don't know if 70-some thousand can see it, but they're here. Probably watching on Jumbotron, but you know, it's amazing how the game has come so far, and all the time they put into it to make it better. So the NCAA has done a great job, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. When we first came in, there's 32 teams. Now there's 64, and a lot of quality teams out there.
Wow. Yes, and I'd say that we put the madness in March. You know, that game that we had, still the highest rated final in NCAA history. What did you think happened? Why did we were able to capture the imagination of everybody around the country?
You know, I'm still amazed by that, but you know, the TV ratings back then, people just had 4 or 5 channels to pick from. Now they got 400, but I think it was just, in my case, people really didn't see me play on national TV. I was from a mid-major school, and then you come in, and with all the hype and the play that you did, and the struggles you had earlier in your season, and we were undefeated, and we're playing against a Big Ten champion, and I think it just caught everybody's attention. And here it is 30 years later, and they still ask a lot of questions about it.
Still today. Then we both go on. You go to the Boston Celtics, which I don't know who did this. The basketball guy.
Just watching them talk about it, bro. Just them two of the greatest players of all time, 2 best friends, just talking. Hey, bro, this is the wholesome content we need, bro. This puts that smile to my face.
And we're playing against a
man.
Big Ten champion, and I think it just caught everybody's attention. And here it is 30 years later, and they still ask a lot of questions about it.
Still today. Then we both go on. You go to the Boston Celtics, which I don't know who did this. The basketball gods shine down on us. You end up with Boston. I end up in L.A. We went on to win many championships. Tell me your experience in Boston. How was that experience?
Well, it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I grew up in Boston. I was very fortunate to go to a small school where I felt comfortable. I love the city of Terre Haute, but once I left, I was nervous about getting out there, getting settled. But once I got settled in and got to know my way around a little bit in Boston, I knew it was a perfect fit for me. And knowing you was on the West Coast, I was on the East Coast.
Just the Magic Johnson, like the basketball gods, like the fact that he went to the Celtics with the 6th overall pick, Magic went to the Lakers with 1st overall. Like it's the crazy, like how historic those teams were, and then just them meeting in the finals all those times, each of them winning numerous championships. It's just like, it's insane. Just like how, like I said in the other video, like it's just a perfect. You couldn't even script a story this perfect. It's just crazy, though. Like it was just meant to be. You feel me? It was just meant to be.
And I got to know my way around a little bit in Boston. I knew it was a perfect fit for me. And knowing you was on the West Coast, I was on the East Coast. I was just dreaming about another chance. Maybe I get to play against you.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The NCAA finals created this rivalry that now fans could carry over to the NBA. And then we were able to meet a couple times in the finals. Tell me how your Celtic team would match up against the champions this season championship Boston team.
Well, it's really hard to tell because I never really played against them guys. I never played against any of them. But
yeah, it's hard. You can't really. Yeah, it's really hard to. Oh, they're talking about. I'm thinking this year. This was in 2009. So this is what with the Paul Pierce, the Garnetts, the Rondo. That was that team.
Well, it's really hard to tell because I never really played against them guys. I never played against any of them, but I know their defense was excellent. I think they won the championship because of their defense. I know Paul Pierce is a very, very good player, and Ray Allen's always been one of my favorites because he shoots the ball extremely well. He knows how to play. Then they got Kevin Garnett. Then they got a lot of role players that filled their role. I don't know how we would have competed against him, but obviously with the teams that we had, 84 and 86, I thought in 84 we got lucky and came back and beat you guys. But in 86 was a team that I thought was our best team in Boston, and I would take that team and challenge anyone.
Why is it that the Celtic players make great presidents and GM? Kevin McHale, Minnesota, Danny Ainge with Boston, and you with the Pacers. What is it about you?
Well, I don't know if we're great, but we've had some success, and I think when it's all said and done, you'll see that our body of work.
Great basketball minds.
We still have a long ways to go. I think it's just because of Red Auerbach. I mean, if you looked around the players that he coached, the guys that went on coaching and GMs, and there's a large amount of guys that's been successful when their playing days are over.
Tell me about your Pacers now. You rebuilding, and you got some great young talent. So tell us about your Pacers. Yeah,
we had a situation there for 2 or 3 years where our players really embarrassed the city and our franchise and really hurt us. And I decided to go in a different direction. And when you do that, Irving, you take away a lot of your talents. So really you're in a rebuilding mode. And last year we was fortunate to be able to get 2 young players. I think it's going to help us in the long run. But it's a rebuilding situation, but hopefully we can get there sooner than later. But it's going to take some time.
Well, I talked to you, and you really took some of those incidents personally, and it really hurt you because you want everything to go well. You played the game the right way. You love the state of Indiana. So tell me how you feel about this team now. You're feeling good about it representing not only yourself but the city of Indianapolis.
Oh, no question about it. The players we have there are quality.
That's the thing. The Pacers have really always been. I mean, this was obviously like 2009ish. Even now, like it's just a thing. Like the Pacers, they're never like, or now especially recent, if I can remember, they're never really like bad. Like they're always like either mid-tier or upper like playoff team. You feel me? They're just very consistently good. They're like, I don't know, they're kind of like the Nuggets in a sense. You feel me? But they're just always consistently good. You know, I don't know. They need that superstar to take that next step. You feel me? Especially now, I'm thinking who they have on their team right now. Like they have Turner. They have some good, but they need that like a superstar to take that next step, which they haven't gotten in a while. But they had Danny Granger for a while, but he was good for a while, but he never really like lived up to what they thought maybe. But
about this team now, you're feeling good about it representing not only yourself but the city of Indianapolis.
Oh, no question about it. The players we have there are quality players, great individuals. I take any of them home with me. They're sweethearts, but we just got to get better. Obviously, we got some holes to fill. And in the near future, I hope we can plug them holes and start winning a lot of games.
Keita Granger, outstanding small forward, can shoot the lights out, score from anywhere on the court. What makes him a great player?
His heart. I mean, he came in and wanted to be a great player. He does all his extra work. He's made great strides in the last 4 years. He wants to be the #1 guy, and he's going to do whatever he can to be that guy. And you know, through your career, if you want to be somebody, it takes a lot of work. You got to put a lot of pressure on your shoulders, and you got to carry guys along. You got to make the guys around you better. That's one thing Danny's got to work on.
Larry knows
he's a very good basketball player, but once he starts figuring out the guys that are with him, if he can make them better, it's going to be a lot easier on himself.
That turns like the good players to the great players, and then you go to the superstar players. That the level of okay, you're good yourself, but okay, how do you make the people around you better? And these two, like 2 of the best all time in that factor, like because they know everything about that. You feel me?
Smartest player you ever played with? With
Dennis Johnson.
Best player you ever played with?
Probably Dennis Johnson. It's close between Kevin and Dennis. They're 2 different type of players, but I always thought if we really needed something, and Dennis always said I'm a 44% shooter during the regular season and 60 in the playoffs.
That's
but
right.
Kevin was incredible. You played against him, but DJ I thought was a guy I loved to play with. He thought the same way I did, and he's pretty good.
I want to take fans back to your retirement day. And I was in the locker room, and a lot of fans don't know this, but I had my Laker warm-up on, but I didn't bring a shirt. So when I asked the trainer for a T-shirt and to put on up on my Laker warm-up, so won't you take it from there and tell the people what happened?
Well, I seen it. I seen you ask for a T-shirt. I seen what they gave you, and once we got out there on the stage, you were walking around. I could see the Boston Celtic T-shirt underneath. So I couldn't let it go. I just had to rip that thing open and let all the Celtic fans see that you really wanted to be a Celtic. But, it might have been your last time to be but it was a pretty good moment. I still sign all them pictures.
And that was a great moment for me as well.
Such a wholesome friendship.
Larry, I don't know if there ever would be a rivalry quite like yours and mine. No. And it's amazing, two Midwest boys, relatively large families, mama's boys. What made it special was we couldn't run fast, we couldn't jump high, but we loved to compete.
I love it.
What will it take now for the NBA to come back? Because I keep telling people it takes rivalries like the ones we had, the Celtics versus the Lakers, for it to really be strong again. What do you think?
Well, you know, in the 80s, early 80s, we came to the league and we were new and we were trying to feel our way around, and we was fortunate enough to win a championship here and there. But really, when it got to 84 on through, Charles came in the league, right. Michael came in the league, Patrick, John Stockton, Karl Malone. You can just keep naming David Robinson later on. But there was more and more great players coming to our league, guys that would do anything to win.
Right.
And it was very competitive. We have a lot of great players in our league now. We just don't have as many. Mm-hmm. We don't have the rivalries that we used to have. Mm-hmm. I love to play against, you know, obviously you throughout. I love to compete against Michael and Charles and them guys. Now it's a little different, but I think once these younger guys come on, a lot of them came out of school early, but once they get older and they feel that they got an opportunity to win a championship, I think there'll be more competitiveness and a lot better players.
And then back to the Boston, Philly rivalries, back to the Detroit, Chicago, Michael versus Isaiah and his Pistons.
That's what we need more of.
And then tell me this, three of our friends went into the Hall of Fame this year. So if I said Michael Jordan, what would you say?
I think unbelievable. I mean, he I can tell you some things that happened in the games against us. One time I turned, I jumped, and he still went. His knees almost hit me in the chin. And that's when I realized that this guy's pretty special for his jumping ability, but cat quick. He closed down a pass lane as fast as anybody ever seen, and just a phenomenal player.
John Stockton.
One of the smartest players I ever played against. So very crafty. Very crafty with the ball. Would always watch the defense, what they were going to do. If they made a mistake, the ball was delivered right on the money.
And then finally, David Robinson.
David Robinson was big and strong and very agile for a big man. Could score points in bunches and covered up a lot of space. Great up and down the court. Remind me of Robert Parrish when Robert was young. So a very skilled player.
Give me your take on three today guys right quick. LeBron James.
He could be one of the best small forwards ever play the game, and I think he's closing in on it now. All he's got to do is win some championships.
Kobe Bryant.
He's my favorite. I think he's the best I've seen in a long, long time. I would never compare him to Michael, but if anyone's close to him, it would be him.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is crafty. I mean, I seen Chris in practice in college. I never dreamed that he would be this good this early. I knew he had a lot of talent, but very crafty player. Reminds me a lot of John Stockton.
And finally, Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade is incredible. He takes a lot of beating out there, and he just continues.
You could just tell how, his perspective on the game, like all these points he's making, even with the legends of the past, the legends now, but they're so on point because he knows the game of basketball like the back of his hand. Like he just knows everything about it. Like Bird is just a different breed. Obviously, Magic is as well, but come on.
Last year he had a down year.
Amazing video.
And I watched him play a lot this year. He's just an incredible basketball player.
Thanks for watching.
That's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. More videos dropping soon, bro. But hey, what can you say, man? That's that. Hey, that's that dude. That's the boys. Hey, that's the boys. Larry and it's the boys, Larry and Magic. Eh? Can't get better than that, can it? But that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. More videos dropping soon. Sheesh, man. Like. This is such a wholesome video. Have me smiling throughout the whole video, man. Thank y'all for this 5 suggestion. More videos coming soon. Let me know what I should get to. You feel me? Just comment down below and I got y'all. Love every single one of y'all. I will catch y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you want to see more videos. Instagram's on the bottom of the screen, also in the description. If you want to hit me up, DM me, message me, do all that shit so I can keep on spamming these videos out for you. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. It's your boy, King Supreme. I'll catch y'all next time, homies.